little stream. Right now we're gonna go to let's go to that one. Yep. Haha. Ta-da. Let's go to here. Hi there, welcome to the stream. My name is Lee. And I'm starting my stream early tonight because Ba-ba-da-bump. Sorry. So, this is my dinner. It is a bowl of chickens and vegetables. Some fun things there. Some fun people there. Oh, wow. We got a lot of friends on, so. Aw. Awesome sauce. Thank you, Phantom, NJ. He gave me a subscription to Taylor's channel. It was really cool. Boppity boop, boppity bing. Hello, hello, welcome. What can I do? Oh, yes. So, boom. Let me get a little bit of this. It's not. Oh, right. It's Tuesday. I forgot Tuesday night is one of those nights. Okay. Well, we're gonna ignore that one and go from only my own, which is this one. Sorry. Pop. Hello. Welcome to the join. Greyhawk. Okay, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna go to where else? Oh yes, this other one is boom. Bop. Okay. So that's fun. Oh, there's. Oh, wow. Apparently there was, oh, wow. Okay, apparently shenanigans ensued on the most recent Twitch stream, so I'm gonna have to catch up on, not Twitch, yeah, Twitch stream, just not my Twitch stream. Alright, hello, also welcome if you're a viewer. Hi there, welcome to the stream. Please say hi in the chat. Oh, dang, hang on. I need to fix my thing. I am not, it is not Good Morning Greyhawk, because I think I'm obligated to do Dungeons and Dragons now because I started out. But let's do that first. English, campaign planning. Yep, that's fair. I can't switch the language. It's locked. So I can't, spend one day and decide I'm going to stream in French or whatever. I mean, I don't speak French well enough to stream, but I could try learning, But in any case, I added crushed red pepper to the soup when I cooked the vegetables. That's very spicy. The vegetables, I cooked them in the soup to make chicken broth, and then I just pull the vegetable out to eat, and I put the chicken out to eat, and then I have the stock. Hi! I'm talking to you, or anyone else who happens to be listening. Ah. Also, my nose is itchy. Also, we've got some interesting stuff going on with who I'm pretty sure is Issa. I think that's how you pronounce that. But a resident not Sigland of New Hope. But we are putting that together. It's rapidly happening. Yeah. Ba-ba-da boom, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yes, bada bing, bada boom, bada him, ba-ha. Okay, so on your server, on the New Hope server, the Elfheim server, if you will, the Issa, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I think that's who it is, too. I actually don't know. But Velda's and G are nursing a poor, wounded woman back to health in New Hope, in G's apartment. They're just kind of... And it's chugging. It's working. We're making it happen. Yes. Yes. Okay. Sure. I mean, you might... I mean, it's kind of an anagram of it, so I guess possibly? Meh. Okay. But, so basically I'm lying about my game of choice because Yseldra. That makes sense. Interesting. Very interesting. And it might be some other, white-haired, horned, woman who's lying in, G's living room, or spare bedroom, or whatever, dying of a fever with horns. We don't know. But, I'm working on writing it, with, who else is, interview with a demon is born. Here we go. Oh, it is you. I thought for example, I mean, it makes sense in a vague sort of way. I thought for some reason it was someone else writing that, and yeah, I thought it was someone else writing that for some reason. I have chicken and vegetables in a bowl. What else? Okay. I will be the next one before bed tonight. But right now, my plan is, I guess I can do a type stream. Hello. Right. It is coming undone. But, let's see. What to do, oh yes. I will mute the thing so that it doesn't ping, because I know that's going to bug you if it does. And then I'm going to go to the other, nah, I'm not going to. I'm going to do it this way. Aha. Well, Valda's is hopefully prepared. Oh. That's true. Although, here's an interesting question. Can you consent if you're dead? I mean, you're not going to outright say no, but you're also not going to say yes. I feel like that violates the principle of enthusiastic consent. But that is an interesting question. Oh, right. Hang on a sec, though. We were going to do a thing. I remember this. Go in the other direction. Last time we went and skill focus. Oh, Cassie, yes. That's zombies. I'm talking about honest to goodness corpses who haven't been resurrected yet. Pre-zombies, if you will. Proto-zombies. Civilized world called... Yes, that was a different one. We were... Oh! Kuluman. We were working on Kuluman. And we... along with a great deal of ocean, the mines are generally to the south, with one semi-major mine in the northeast. We we were working on building this planet, Kulaman, which I known for high mercury deposits. Yes, it was a mercury mining. Oh, and there's okay. So we were the secondary branch of the family. Right. So the Eltarot family was. Ooh, that sounds really good, actually. Mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich sounds delicious. I've been pretty much eating nothing but chicken because So I had this huge thing of chicken in the freezer, and I bought more big thing of chicken because it was on sale for, like, less than $2 a pound, so... And I couldn't even fit all of it in the pot. So I had to put half of it in the pot to make soup, and then half of it in the, oven. And I'm gonna have to eat all of it because, over the course of the next few days. But, yes, a mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich sounds really good, actually. Ah, yes. Yeah, no, if you have a game, absolutely go to that. But it's funny. I appreciate you popping in. Pre-game. A little bit of pre-gaming is never a bad idea, as they say. Tomorrow. Oh, yes, tomorrow. I have to hydrate well tonight because tomorrow I'm going to go give up my plasma. And if your blood isn't nice and sloshy, they don't want it. Like, you have to be super hydrated. Because otherwise, I don't know. Shenanigans. Anyway, oh, right. So I'm actually going to do world building. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this up. Ba-boom, ba-boom. And I'm going to go like this and that and boom, 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 boom. Nope, not that. That one and this. Yes. So, hang on. Oh, hang on. I did not. So, funny story. Bop. I had an explanation for this. As to what. Oh, yeah. So, I brought up the writing for a reason. I keep forgetting that I didn't actually, pick this premise. Take it down. Hide it on my screen here. I just, what did I do? That's my roommate coming home. Oh, wow. She's actually home an hour earlier than usual. Not that it's a bad thing, She's been feeling iffy lately. I'm glad she's not working herself too hard, but just worth noting. Right, so the Expectus Primus, because whenever I do Warhammer 40k, I've been doing Expectus Primus, and I really do want to do something with this other than just... But, we Coolman. Yes, Mining World Land for Mercury. I did. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I put that in, at least in this document, so we don't lose it. I could go back and type some of this other Expectus Primus stuff, but most of the stuff that's in the very start of this notebook is all those druids, and before I even started doing Warhammer 40k streams. And so I want to type that up first. So I could do a type stream tomorrow, honestly. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any? No. Probably should take some of those. I missed my doctor's appointment today. Oh, I have to go to CVS tomorrow. That's what well, no, I have to go to Clifton, and then if I get a chance, I'll go. Okay. But what I was saying, no, I have to go to that one. Okay, never mind. So we got all of this done, Janthine, and okay. All right, let's start with we're gonna do map day. We're gonna do maps. Maps is fun, unless anyone objects to maps. Speak now. I'm gonna start up the map and. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is get this squared so it's not there. Yeah, we're proportionately getting it there. Then we're gonna go to boom. I think what no. Nope, that's a map of that's that one. Okay, that one. That's the one. If I put this in, do I have to take this down to make that work? Ah, nope. It's even there. Okay. It's cool. It just took a while to jump up. Okay. Beautiful. So my plan, such as it is to draw a picture of this planet. Why? Well, actually, here's an interesting question. Before I start drawing maps, here, we'll take the map down. I mean, I could start type. No, that's not how you do it. You do it like this. Come on, I know it's up there somewhere. All right, yes, that one. Do it like that. Okay, now, question becomes, what's the deal with the oceans? Because, okay, so there's one big continent in the middle, right? That's all the land there is. So it's like, and then you got your mercury mines, and you got your in the south, and then one to the northeast, and they mine other stuff, and they probably have a desalination bay for salts. But what? Because that's probably a whole huge industry. Like, there's probably no. Good night. Bye. But my point, it took me forever to figure out that was like a waving, not emoji, emoticon. Which are different than emoji. They're distinct. Actually, there is room for them to coexist. But, the only problem is certain phones, when you type emoticons, will automatically turn them into emojis, which is really annoying. But, apropos of that, there's probably some, like, a whole host of, alright, hang on. The most important world building tool is right here. I know. I see, I recognize it. I'm like, yes, that's what you mean. That's what he means by that. Okay. Entire western, okay, so the entire western, over 50% of the western coast, we're going to say this. I mean, I don't know what you would use for that, but I feel Give me a sec. It's this, right? Nope. Yep, okay, no, it's... So that's the one that goes that way. Hang on. And then, the other direction one, I can't... this one, so it's... That'd be more like this, right? Oh, and, it doesn't let me, you'd be surprised, but, like, hang on a second, maybe it'd be more, like, I have to put it in quotes, or it'll think I'm trying to get the thingy to do something, but, without the quotes, but, like, that would be more, I would think, the right, a more clitoral, maybe actually, no, hang on, I have to put it in quotes again, because I realize this, we have to be careful with, more like, that, maybe? More like that? Depending on your vibes. But, with these thingies in. But, of course, I can't do that, because anytime I use a slash going that way first, they think it's trying to that way. I have to, because they're mirrored. Oh, mirroring. Itchy arms and... Okay, we're supposed to be explaining that 50% of the western coast of the main continent, in Kuloman. Okay, are there any islands? Also, how many islands are there, and where are they? That is your job. I'm delegating that to you. Is... Because collaborative world building is best world building, and also I'm trying to stay on track, like a little bit, like actually do a thing with a thing, you know? There's a balance here between me trying to stay hydrated, but also, chicken soup. Trying not to drink all my water, so I still have some for the end of the stream, because then I have to get up and go get more water, and then I'd be leaving you guys, the view that you are. It's probably just you and bots, honestly, but then we can hope, right? Oh, yes. 2, desalination. Right, so desalination and salt gathering, which are, you know, You know what? Okay. There are a lot of islands. I'll accept that. I don't know if I could draw a proper map of that, though. You know, we're gonna go with it. So there are 900... Okay, so, over to desalination and, salt production, which are linked industries. Okay, this is an interesting question. Wait a second. If there are islands clustered along the equator, right? Oh, okay. I'm okay. I did not know where you were going with that. And I don't even... Oh, God. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. 988 islands. Plus, plus 12 technical, rocky outcroppings along the Antarctic coast that are technically islands, but no one can use them because they're friggin' in the Antarctic. Which will make a full 1,000. No dressing. But I will make a full 1,000, and the extra 12 are separate. Because, you know what? I'll allow it. Let's do it. Mostly clustered. I think maybe Minnesota was exaggerating on the whole lake thing. Like, I feel like there was I feel like the land of 1,000 lakes is hyperbole. Although I've never actually counted lakes. Alright, let me down. Alright. Plus. Outcroppings. Off the inked. Sure. Alright. Write that down. Then I'm going to check something. Minnesota, right? Oh, it's 10,000 lakes. Okay, so Minnesota's official nickname comes from its French state motto adopted in 1861. L'Étoile du Nord, meaning the Star of the North. Another unofficial nickname is the Land of 10,000 Lakes because, well, Minnesota has thousands of lakes. 11,842, to be exact. So it's the land of 10,000 lakes. Okay. Wow. They actually do have that many lakes. You learn something new every day. Never let it be said that my streams are not occasionally educational. You know what? There's a lake called Lake Brioche. I've decided. Arbitrarily. Yes, distraction into knowledge is not a bad thing. There is, No. I know better than that. You know what? Plus, 7. Plus 5 islands inside the lake. There's a lake called Lake Brioche. Because I want there to be one. And I am creating a world you can just name lakes Lake Brioche. And just decide that that's arbitrarily a thing. And, that's a perfectly acceptable thing to do while world building. Which has 5 islands. Not counted. So there's the 7 rocky outcroppings, and then there's 5 islands in Lake Brioche, which total 7 plus 5 is 12 plus the 988 in the ocean. The total is still the same. It's just, that would be an interesting. I feel like that get paid by the island is going to be I feel like that's a line that you can use to start a writing prompt. I have too many of those in mind, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a thing. A little bit of a bizarre thing. It's gonna be, and then we're gonna go back to, okay. Alright. I did a thing. PPI. Oh. Yep, okay. I did finish my bowl. Well, okay, I still have this. This is, I put in my soup. It's a hunk of ginger, though. So I'm not so sure on eating it, but we're going to leave it in here for now. But yeah, I finished my chicken and vegetables. No, I'm not beeping. I unbeeped I specifically changed the thing so it wouldn't beep. This might be beeping. Okay, but I can't. Oh, I know why I thought it was someone else. Also, before I know I'm getting distracted, but I thought I thought it was Mistel, because Mistel is the one who runs or I thought Mistel ran G because you pinged Mistel and said, "Hey, we got a new sub for G." But anyway, I'm not sure. That's why I'm not. I mean, it's not bad for you. It's ginger. It's not gonna be like, it's not gonna poison you or anything. It's probably good for you, honestly. It's probably miserable to do, but good for you. It's one of those things that's probably actually healthy. Ginger is delicious and actually quite healthy. That's why I put it. It's got immune boosting properties and makes good tea, and it's quite tasty. And it does all sorts of useful health benefits. You're supposed to eat it quite regularly. It does. It's like eating really spicy food, so it's it would irritate, but it does flush out your lungs in the same way that really spicy food does. So that's a good thing. Yeah, ginger it settles your stomach. It's actually it's got immune boosting properties. It settles your stomach. It's very tasty. It's good stuff. Yeah, ginger is amazing. Basically. Oh, right, like brioche, which has 5 islands. Not counted in the, Okay, so... So, okay, so none of the islands have mercury mines. All the mercury veins are on the mainland. Right? That's an important detail. The 988, right? Plus 7 Rocky Art Crowdums and 7 those and the 5 islands in Lake Brioche. And Lake Brioche, it's just east of the center of the continent. Just east and slightly to the south of the center of the continent. Alright, so that's Lake Brioche. Okay, so so none of the islands have any mercury mines. Okay, what's good? Several of the islands do have sapphire deposits. That's what we got. Several of the east... Well, how do you measure east and west? Okay, the prime meridian runs straight through the middle of the continent, and there's a capital along it. Yes? Because that's how you... prime meridian is arbitrary. East and west is arbitrary. I mean, it's not arbitrary. That is to say, if one place is west of another, then that's not necessarily arbitrary. But how east and west are mapped in terms of global scale. For example, the only reason China's in the east is because if you put the prime meridian on through England, which they did because the people in Greenwich were the ones who discovered it, so they put the prime meridian going right through Greenwich. It's just to the just about as far east as you go before you hit the international date line, which is the prime meridian going the other way, right? So it's east because it's the farthest east, and California is west, because that's how that works. But because it's the farthest west you can go before you hit the international date line, or But technically, California is east of China, even though China is in a global scale east and California is west. California is technically east of China because the world is round, right? So, I know planets are round. Please don't debate me on that in the comments, but, point being, although, fun fact, there is no, flat Mars society. Everyone kind of agrees about Mars being round. It's Earth that everyone's kind of arguing about. And even then, the arguments are... Anyway, point being. Fun facts. Yes. Okay. So, but my point about east-west is that if you want to have delegate what is east and what is west on a global scale, rather than just any 2 points. So, for example, you might say Massachusetts, where I grew up, is very far east of in the United States, but actually on a global scale, it's quite far to the west. In fact, it's west of Europe, but it's east of the United. It's eastern part. It's called the East because the eastern part of the United States. So, relatively speaking, Massachusetts is in the east, but relatively speaking, it's also farther west than even Europe, which is the west. So, my point on all of this is that, I'm sorry. I'm just shenanigans. East-west. Oh, yes. So, to have an east-west on a planetary scale, what you need to set is a prime meridian, where you decide this is where the 0 point between east and west is. Now, in U.S., or in Earth, we... Exactly. Mathematics. Oh, yes. But on Earth, the prime meridian is drawn right through Greenwich, England, because it's the people in Greenwich who decided that a prime meridian was a good idea and just decided. Before that, it was simply east or west of wherever you happened to be coming from and or going. So, it was just used on a relative scale. But if you wanted to do it didn't get into global scale until much later, and that was when they said, all right, we're going to have the middle point here, because we say so. And that is why it goes through Greenwich, and everyone was just then like, well, it's already there, and we've been navigating it by it for years. Sure, we can keep the center point there. So, yes. But my point on the Greenwich being the center point of Earth is that there needs to be a prime meridian center point of Kuluman as well, because there's another planet, and if you have a planet and you, especially a planet with a lot of oceans and a lot of islands, is that you'd probably have a lot of oceanic navigation, which means that an east-west latitude-longitude system would be extremely longitude system. Latitude is north-south, and that's completely irrevocable. I mean, the equator is a geographical feature inherent to the shape of the Earth and the way it spins. You can mark it on a map, but it's where it is, and it affects the climate, and it doesn't, it's not arbitrary, the way the prime meridian is. So, latitude is actually relevant in terms of, stuff. It's actually scientific and relevant and all that stuff. Longitude is just made up to help people navigate better, basically. It's... But, so if you have especially with all these islands, right, there's probably a lot of ocean shipping going on, and, Actually, they probably used one of the islands, right? One of the larger islands is a spaceport system. That actually might work. Okay, so there's probably one of these larger islands off the southeast coast is... Okay, Prime Meridian. First, the Prime Meridian runs... Prime Meridian runs straight through the... Straight through the center of the caterpillar, right? Prime Meridian runs straight through the center of the capital. It would be ironic if I ended the stream at 11:15, but I'm not going to do it. Because... okay, so Prime Meridian runs straight through the center of the capital, the center of the main continent. Large islands to the southeast, oh, there's also the Equatorial Islands that have the sapphires, but that's for later. That's where the, Prime Meridian. Oh, yes. So, southeast. East is Big Island used as space port. Yes. So that's where... I mean, I could. Listen, if you wanted to completely shift the topic away from this planet, which I've shifted the topic to islands and spaceports and sapphires, which we'll get to the sapphire mines. But if you want to say, I'm sick of talking about this planet, let's talk about a different planet instead, I am not necessarily opposed. I will switch topics midstream if you really, really want to go to another, what's the technical term? Another planet. If you want to do another planet or another role-playing system or something like that, just say the word. I am not bad on that. Oh, yes, so southeast is Big Island. Use the spaceport. We have to figure out what that's called, though. Called... Okay. As soon as you let me know a topic, we'll switch. But first you have to figure out what we should call this island. Because that's important. Islands that are... I realize you're getting a huge view of my top of my head. History islands that are... high in sapphire deposits. To balsam. Okay, balsam. Called balsam. Like the tree. The fir tree. I'm serious about the switching planets if you want to. I absolutely can. And sapphire deposits home to the branch of Acrot family. I mean, not a bad name. Alright. I'll let agriculture... Alright. Particularly... tangy citrus fruits. I'll go for it. Um, adjective is balsamic. I I am not sure that's a great idea, but we're gonna have at least a few apparently. So, and there are 1,000 islands. So, um, you know, I'm not opposed to having a couple. But let's see. Oh yes, the sapphire. Acrat family has the islands, the equatorial. Also control 3 tropical vacation islands. One of which is just theirs. I'll allow it. Blue Chase. That's their personal island. I'm not even necessarily opposed to that. Oh, raccoons are a thing. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, so they got the island of Balsam, they got the Blue Chase Island, you got what other islands do we have? Okay, well, hang on. We got Lake Brioche, islands. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Alright, the islands in Lake Brioche, often names. Those ones have Crumbly, Butterburn, Spread, what else? Jam. Yes, there's an island called Jam Island because you know what? It's tasty. Freiburg and hang on. Crust. Okay, so the islands in Lake Brioche are Crumbly, Butterburn, Jam, Freiburg, and Crust. Those are the 5 islands in Lake Brioche. Butterburn is the largest one, near the center of the lake. Has a city Also called butterburn. Yes, Crust. There's an island called Crust. It's in Lake Brioche. And, you know, I okay. Someone is gonna start looking at this and like, clearly he made that when he was hungry. And I'm like, yeah, no, we made that when we were hungry. But who put the bop in the bop? She bop. Who put the ram in the ram-a-lam-a ding dong? Who was that man? Liked it. Fun. Yay. He made my baby fall in love with me. I don't have any Snickers. Oh, I don't have any Snicker bars. I do have one Almond Joy. Oh. I do have an Almond Joy. Alright. So, I had a plan. Oh, I forgot what that plan was. Okay. Fairies. There's a national, an administratum run, nationalized, or the ferry company has a monopoly. There's a ferry company with a monopoly. With a monopoly. I don't know if they're state run or not, but they definitely have a monopoly on ferry service that runs lines between the islands is what it's gonna so that's a thing. What was I gonna say? Ferry islands, ferry company has the monopoly. There's Sapphires, you know what? All right. The company was taken over by Akrot. Charon Akrot. You know what it is? A cousin of so it's Charon Akrot, a cousin of the I wonder if the new ferry fee is a Sacagawea, a golden dollar. Yeah, one for each eye. But I wonder if Sacagaweas would work, because they're technically gold colored and they are, one unit of money. So, and they're about the, they're heavy enough to keep eyelids closed. So I think they would I think 2 Sacagaweas might be the new ferry fare. Or 2 euro coins, maybe? Because those are also golden in color and heavy enough to keep eyelids closed. That's a thought, actually. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Sorry, I'm on another server doing roleplay, and somebody started a thread with my character, who's Alan, and, who is Goliath, and, there's some fun story with that. He was an NPC originally, and I was just like, I took him over when my, other character, Eli Oae, who had one vowel in his entire name, got yeeted off into the far future. He was cool, actually. I miss him, but, a cousin of... Oh, right. So, how does Charon Acrot, related to, Moradin? Yeah? No? He pulled a card from a deck run by the, held by the Goddess of Fortune. So, that's... What else are you gonna do with that? Oh yes, cousin of, so being a fourth son of the head of the family. Right, so we're doing family trees, cause family trees are a thing. A cousin of, okay. Mordon, Acrot, who, is the head of the family, on, no, it's not a cousin, it's a nephew. We're gonna go with nephew, not cousin. I think I figured this out. Because he's the 8th son of his older brother, who, yeah. Oh, you were there for Good Morning Greyhawk, with Ivid, the Undying, Ivid the Fifth, who, yeah, he, had, 122 siblings and killed 121 of them. Because reasons. So, I'm actually considering making a Garl Glittergold cosplay, honestly, because freaking Garl Glittergold. Sorry, completely off topic. Right, because it was the head of the family on Blue Chase. Sorry. Being the... Hi! Hello, welcome! Hi! Welcome. I'm doing okay, actually. Hello, and welcome. We're doing so we have an island, a planet, called Kulomen, because we, basically decided that. And it has a lake called Lake Brioche, because I was, which has 5 islands: Crumbly, Butterburn, Jam, Freiburg, and Crust. But, hey, you came by to hang out with me. That's awesome sauce, Oh, and May. Yes, exactly. But, so I asked Sig how many islands there are on this, this planet, right? So, he said, what'd he say? That there are 988 islands, but they discovered 12 more and invented a dressing to commemorate the occasion. And I was just like, okay, you know what? No, but there are 988, and 5 rocky outcroppings off the Antarctic coast, seven rocky outcroppings off the Antarctic coast, and 5 islands in Lake Rios, which don't count in the original 988, which brings the grand total up to 1,000. Because reasons. And one of them is named Balsam, and things that come from there are called balsamic. So, yes. And then we have Blue Chase, which is an island. Yeah. Basically, yes, that's how this planet is shaping up. And of course, the guy who has the monopoly on ferry system is called Charon, because apparently that's a thing. Also, if you want to name some of these islands, you can name them after salad dressing, you can name them after random foods, you can name them after anything you want. Because there are a lot of islands, and they don't all have to have names, but if you want to name an island, I am not opposed. Or you could help me put names in my planet name list, because I used, Kulaman was a planet in my planet name list, and I am running, how many do I have left? Phantom and Manda just kind of gave me lots. My planet name list, is, oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 cool planet names in my planet name list. Well, no, because I have a 1 in 4, there's a 1 in 4 chance I'd get to any of these, and honestly, I've been continually making planets every, like, 1 every few weeks, right? Averaging about 1 every 2 weeks. So if I average 1 planet every 2 weeks, for the rest of the year, there's 52 weeks in a year, right? So, that's true. Well, I mean, in the Imperium, the space travel is possible, and, these are people's home planets. Like, Kulaman is freaking, okay, so, what was it? Marcellus and his brother, what was it? Darren are, they grew up on, Kulaman. And then Marcellus joined the mercenary company, and then he got running with the crime lords, and meanwhile, Darien had been sent to school, and they were going to try to kidnap Darien, so he kidnapped Darien first, and they ran off to Bezus, and they were living there when the orcs attacked, right? But they grew up here, they know the planet, they're from this planet, so of course, the odds that the ship is going to go to Blue Chase or go to Kulaman, right, and are significantly higher than any other random planet in the Imperium, because they, people on board actually want to go there because it's like their home planet. And which planet was Jarian from? And for example, nope, the heaven, not that one. Well, maybe not Visaria, but let's see. Not Meriteth. Which one was it? Not Gothraxis. Which planet was it? Oh, and Envillum. Yeah, it's in Envillum. So they have a good chance of going to Envillum because their captain grew up there and actually probably likes it. So if they ever need repairs, it's a Forge world, right? So they're probably going to go there instead of Bertland. Someone was from Bertland. One of their crew is from Bertland as well. But my point is they're very likely to go to Envillum because Envillum's the frickin' planet where the, there's a good name for it. The captain grew up. Or at least spent large chunks of her formative years. She was probably born on the other ship, but, just want to check something. Oh, okay. I can actually check how many people are in chat and such. Anyway, but I am probably slated to do another, there are 52 weeks in a year, right? And we've already gone through 5 of them. So roughly. So that brings it down to, let's say 45, right? That's a conservative estimate. So I should do 20. I should have at least 20 more planets over the course of the year. So, and I only have 4 more names. So there's a pretty good chance if you come up with a name, I'll get to it because of how planets' names and stuff work. And math works, how math works. Because I only have 4 names and I'm roughly 20 planets and I mean, Oh, but, okay, wait. Who is the head of the family? Being the 8th son of his older brother. Who, a little bit of family history, who, okay, so, the Mercury mine is the Imperial Tith, but a lot of the islands probably are big on agriculture, right? Because if there's, the islands are probably, well, it depends on the island, actually. There's probably at least a few really big agricultural islands, that probably have, but hang on, the son of his older brother who is head of the main branch of the family, right? Okay, so we got that going. We got the islands, we got the ferry company, we got the we got the family connections, we got the vibes, we got he's married to the no. He's married to the okay, so Charon Ikrat is married to the you know what? He is. He's married to the, yes. That might be why she has decided to come, and that might be a thing. Bread is very tasty, and I kind of want some now, too. But, honestly, what was I going to do? Yes, I sent my DM a text asking him if, so, when I first started with, Eli Oe, right, this character, this particular DM, I named all of his siblings. He was the 5th out of 8 siblings, so I named all of his siblings, all of them who were married had, I named all their wives, I named, all his father's brothers, all, a bunch of the ancestors, a bunch of the cousins, I gave him, a whole list of 32, I think it was 32 names of, various family members and how they were connected and who was married to who and all that jazz, and then Jane Plumtree, and the whole saga of the Plumtree family and why the two families didn't like each other and the whole angst. Lots of angst. So, that happened. But that was a thing. The only reason, so I named several of Alan's, he was an NPC originally, but I did name some of his, mothers, essentially, because of the way the tribe works, which was something the DM came up with, but I did reference several members of his family by name, in various lore drops that I did with him. But I just texted, I'm like, he's listing all of the names of everyone in his tribe, because has a whole angst thing that, the DM just basically exposed our characters to their greatest fears, and Alan's was that the island that he grew up on would fall into the ocean, and now he's reciting the names of everyone who lives there, because he's got issues. But on all of that, and recitation. Oh, right. So because of that, I sent a message to the M. Do you want me to start naming everyone? And he's like, no, I'll name everyone. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. But but he is married. Yes. Now that's interesting. You know what? I was gonna say he's married to the daughter of the planetary governor, but honestly, I could make it his son. Then again, statistically speaking, we're gonna roll for it, because statistically speaking, we're gonna roll. This is how we're gonna play this. We are gonna roll. We're gonna roll the D100. We're doing it. We're gonna do the D100. We're gonna use chart 1, because I haven't used chart 1 in a while, and we're gonna do it. Just hang on. And we're gonna bring up chart 1. Where's chart 1? Come on. It's right down here near the bottom, right? Because it's my class charts. Chart 1. Here we go. That's the chart. We're gonna use this chart. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome sauce. I don't have the dice camp, but I have a D12. We're using these guys. We got that one, and I got the two. I got this thing, D that one, and I got this one, which is the D10. I don't know if blowing on them actually does anything. It makes them slightly cleaner, right? And or gets some saliva on them, but I don't know if it actually changes the way they roll. But here's what we're gonna do. Oh no, I don't have to roll the D12 because we already. You know what? I'm just arbitrarily declaring him male. But we're gonna roll this one to see sexuality, and then based on that, we're gonna determine what kind of child of the. And actually, if he ends up like bi or like pan, we might just roll for them too, also true. Here we go. Ready? $87, which makes him pansexual. Okay, so we're gonna which also makes him cis, because we agreed on that. And since I declared him to be male, he is he. So he is a man, but he's also pansexual, but also which means we get to roll for a spouse. Basically, we're rolling for spouse. So he's married to one of the children of the planetary governor, but I don't know which child. So I'm going to roll for it, essentially, right? I mean, there's no reason we can't. Because statistically speaking, he probably would have ended up straight, but he didn't. So, and statistically speaking, his partner's also, I guess if we get a lesbian, we'll have to re-roll. But, yeah, if we come up with a lesbian, we'll re-roll. But I don't think we will. I mean, there's a small, significant chance, but let's roll. Let's see what we get. We'll see how we get it. That's a 1. So 1. And that was 7. So 71. 1 and 71 is could be, but it rolled a 1, so male, and 71 is cis and gay, so he has a husband, the son. To the son of the planetary governor. I mean, I was just going to arbitrarily make it the son anyway when I realized that it didn't have to be the daughter, but it's fun to roll. Yeah, so the son of the planetary governor. Hmm. What should his husband name be? What should his husband's name be? Because he married the son of the planetary governor. Now we have to figure out what his husband's name is. Because, I mean, we don't have to name his husband. It could just be a young son of the planetary governor. But it might be kind of fun. Name his husband. Oh, yes. So they've got that going on. Probably not the firstborn son, though. And is the planetary governor, depending on how the planet chooses its planetary governor, Orman. Okay, sure. Named Orman. Yep, so Orman. And, I'm gonna say it's probably not the first son, but the third son. You know what? Third son. Who is third son? He's probably cute too, I would imagine. Oh, I mean, obviously it was probably a marriage of convenience, to be fair. Like, there's power politics, it wasn't just true love. But that doesn't mean he's not also kind of cute, you know what I mean? That there isn't some genuine affection between them. Sometimes people actually fall in love with people who, or grow to love each other, even though they have not an arranged marriage, but a marriage of political intrigue. They still grow to love each other. Might be the case. But, okay, but that's their vibe. So the ferry company, Sharon, he's the who else? We got that going on. We got, possibly, Mutual. Yeah, I know what you meant. Mutal. I mean, it's not an impossibility. Oh, wow. Okay. So, there's that. Also, Chris, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna name one of the islands. They have a house. On the island of Crisco. Which is actually, which is one of the main ferry maintenance yards, which also has one of the main ferry maintenance yards. Which also... Boom. To the north. Alright, I'll name one of the, boom. Yeah, just the north is down there, Poopo. Alright, now I need to know what that... I feel like it's something weird in front... I'm not gonna say... Uh-huh. Interesting. Huh. Worth noting. Okay. All right. I'll allow it. So there's that island just to the north. They have the island of Crisco. They got the two of them. All right. You know. Let's see. Not terribly crazy. Okay, so we got that going. We got, okay. Oh, now it started. All right. All right. I have to. Okay. Yeah. No, that's true. Also true. The entire, and given the circumstances of, these everything was named by humans who probably, came from Earth and probably, ate Earth food at some point, long ago in the distant past. It's not entirely unheard of that they would decide to name, their island after random food, Chart 1. Then we put back up the what's it. I don't know if it came up, if I screwed that up, but that's okay. But no, not that one. We need the not Imperium map. We had one, right? It was not. That is not nearly as ridiculous as some of the things. Like, one of my players decided to start a pizza restaurant on Greyhawk, and I was just like, you know what? It's the 41st millennium. If you want to open a pizza place, go for it. They do, exist. Apparently, I guess in Alpine as well. Okay. So that's that one. What else do we have? The house. They have the island just north of that. They got, which is boom. We got Oh, hang on. Give me a second. You spelled it wrong. You spelled the name wrong. It's Pou. That's why I was confused. I forgot about that. Of course. Okay, hang on. I need to add an extra O. OU. I thought the name sounded familiar, and now I know why. Okay. You know what? Oh, I see. Well, okay. In that case, the island is spelled with just the U. Alright. Oh, alright. That's right. My pen is, I mean, yes, but also, It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, they have the two islands, Pupon and Crisco, which are right next to each other. There's actually a bridge. You know what? There's a bridge between them, which is not food relevant, but is, arbitrarily decide. There's a bridge between the islands. There's actually a reason I named the island Crisco. Yeah, there's a bridge between them. What else? Why? I mean, does Tallahassee even have a beer pong team? I don't know if... Oh, wow. Wow, okay. It sounds kind of a ridiculous thing to do, but, it's fun if you manage to convince them. I mean, I wasn't bad back in the day. Except my brother kept giving me flack for going underhand. Apparently that's against the rules. To throw underhand. But I used to go for it. Alright, bridge, Alright, bridge between the islands, there's... Alright, okay. You know what we're gonna do? I think that's enough for now. We're gonna... close it up. And I'm gonna... thank you all for coming to the presentation, the technical term. The stream. There you go. Thank you all for coming to my stream. Oh, I'm gonna start putting links too, because I have a sponsor. If you're into jewelry, if you're not, don't worry about it. Here, let me take this, and then let me double check that this actually... yes. Okay, good. Yep, that's the right link. There's a really nice jewelry company called Relentless Rebels who have been nice enough to sponsor me. I just put the link in chat. And the special secret code you can use to get to 20% off. And they're having a sale right now, so I don't know if they stack, but... do they? I do not know. I have to check. Hang on. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so. Let's see. Rings. Yeah, I don't think they do rings, but, I mean, clasps. They do rings, which you can use to clasp, braids. Especially for, beard braids, but, yeah, you can do, that's rings. Bracelets, rings, necklaces. Rings and necklaces. All right. All right. They do not directly sell braid clasps, unfortunately, but they do sell really cool stuff like this. Which is just, like, kind of awesome. And actually, not entirely it's kind of, well, it's more Sig's vibe than Yes's, but, oh, hey! Palzard 909. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. And welcome to the crew. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could. On the other hand, you would look absolutely beautiful. Oh, let me get my Discord, too. So I have a Discord, which you know about, but, there might be a few lurking who haven't said hi in the chat yet who don't. So I'm going to put a link to it in our description. That's my own personal Discord, or one for the stream. I post fun memes occasionally, quotes. We do, random, this and that. Some fun stuff. There's a whole Greyhawk section. Expanding. Hi! Honestly? I usually chat. Oh, hang on. Am I still on Dungeons and... So, I usually do, I don't know, Greyhawk. I don't know if you know the setting. I do DM quite a bit. I do love to play. Honestly, but, I end up DMing a lot just because I'm willing to DM. Like, back when I started, I played Pathfinder back when I started, and I, after I, moved home, when I moved out of the college dorms, I had to DM because no one else I knew back home played, so I had to, if I wanted to have a game, I had to be the one DMing it, so I kind of just got used to it. That's true. I am a master monk in Castles and Crusades. I landed the Stunning Strike. Brunhild saw Amethyst land the Stunning Strike, too. So now Brunhild can't be like, Stunning Strike doesn't work, because she saw it work on this ogre. Okay? This is a big deal. I, actually was doing, I do, on my streams, a lot of world building. Funny story. And I usually on Tuesday and Thursday nights do Warhammer 40k. And then on Wednesdays I do my own 5th edition / Pathfinder world that I run. It's a world I run personally, that I run both 5th edition and Pathfinder games in. And I world build for that on Wednesdays. Tuesdays I usually do Warhammer 40k, but I forgot to change my, because Mondays I do Greyhawk, which is official Wizards of the Coast setting, and kind of awesome, I'm not gonna lie. I stream about Greyhawk on Mondays, so I put it to Dungeons & Dragons officially because I'm streaming about, honest to goodness, when Wizards of the Coast invented... Well, okay, Wizards of the Coast owns the rights. Gary Gygax himself wrote up about Greyhawk. But, Greyhawk, Wizards of the Coast... Oh, right. So I put Dungeons & Dragons, for that, and then forgot to change it before today's stream. So, we were world building, which, to be fair, you can use a world you build in any campaign you want, including Dungeons & Dragons. Like, you could easily set a D&D... sorry. This is why I'm ending the stream, is because I'm crashing hard. But, you could easily set a D&D campaign here, on Kulamen, honestly. You know, if you wanted. I was building it up for a Warhammer 40k campaign, but you could set it very easily. The Imperium tweaked the tech level and just set it as a D&D campaign. That could be kind of fun. But, yeah. Tomorrow night, oh yeah, for all of you, tomorrow night is freaking, what's tomorrow night? Oh yeah, tomorrow night is World Build, Probably a type up stream, honestly. We're gonna type up several of the characters I created. We'll do a little bit of world building. That's for Hitherland, which is a country that I created for several campaigns. Many of which are 5e actually. Some of which are Pathfinder. You know, I DM a lot of campaigns there, and so a lot of stuff that I build for that world is built because players wanted it as part of their backstory, and I'm like, well, we have to figure out the frickin' islands. So one of my players decided we were working out a backstory, and he wanted to be from these islands east of Gilnea. Kind of wanted to be from far away from Hitherland. So I was like, okay, well, here are some other countries, and we decided on islands east of Gilnea, but I hadn't actually built them yet, so we're gonna have to build those dang islands. Well, he's a cleric of Serenray, pretty cool. Islands. Okay, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. Thursday, also Warhammer 40k. We'll see how that goes. I might do like regular video game, play Space Marines instead of doing world building, but we'll see. What else? You know, Friday is fun stuff day, and you know, thank you all for coming to the stream, and I will see you whenever I have my next stream, which is tomorrow, or all that jazz. I think who's up? Markov is gonna up, and I kind of want to raid into his because Chandler's pretty cool. So it's not gonna be Dungeons and Dragons, but it's gonna be fun, and so pop on over with me if you would like. If not, you're under no obligation. But let's do it. Let's pop in and say hi to Chandler, who is very cool and plays on another D&D stream. So we're popping in to say hi. I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye.